The habitable zone. The region in a solar system where water exists as a liquid and life can survive. The key to the habitable zone is temperature. The temperature of a planet is determined based off of how much energy it absorbs from its star. This is because planets emit the same amount of energy they receive. But how do we determine temperature? How do we know if a planet is going to be hot or cold? The temperature of a planet is based off the energy it absorbs from the star it orbits. If the planet is too close to its star, it will be warm. If it is too far away, it will be cold. Planets emit the same amount of energy they receive, but how do we calculate the temperature of a planet? We must first relate the planetary luminosity to solar irradiance in order to find a planet's temperature. A good indication of temperature is the color of a planet's star. If the star is blue, it is hot. Red, it is cold. By using the size and color of the star, we can get a better idea of the temperature of the orbiting planet. We can also find out the chemical structure of the planet's atmosphere based off its emission and absorption lines. But this raises the question, are there other habitable planets in our solar system? There are 3 planets in our solar system that fall into the habitable zone: Venus, Earth, and Mars. Well, why can't we live on Venus and Mars, you may ask? There are very specific reasons as to why we can't live on these planets. We'll begin with Venus, the second planet from the Sun. Venus is extremely hot considering its distance from the Sun, as it is much hotter than it should be. This is because of Venus's thick atmosphere makes it suffer from a greenhouse effect. This greenhouse effect causes Venus to keep more of its sun's energy in its atmosphere than it should, rather than reflecting most of the sunlight into the atmosphere like Earth, creating a temperature too hot for humans. However, in Venus's upper atmosphere, conditions become similar to Earth's. Astronomers speculate that there was once microbial life at this level. Due to Venus's extreme temperature, it contains no water and therefore cannot be inhabited. Mars is a bit of a different case. There are signs of potential ancient life hidden on Mars. These signs were discovered by the NASA Curiosity rover. The rocks the Curiosity analyzed appear to contain the shapes of microbes that once contained life. These rocks compare to some of the microbes on Earth. However, if astronomers want to prove this theory, they must bring back rocks from Mars to analyze. Mars cannot sustain life today because of its dry, thin atmosphere. However, there is evidence that suggests there is water underneath the planet's crust and hot springs on its surface. But what about life outside of our solar system? Do we have any evidence that shows that there is more life out in the unknown? Well, thanks to the power of advanced telescopes, astronomers have found several planets that fall in the solar system's habitable zone that may contain liquid water. A key planet discovered by astronomers was named Kepler 186f. This is the first Earth-sized planet found to be orbiting the star in the habitable zone. It orbits a red dwarf star that is cooler than our Sun, but orbits close enough that it retains enough heat for, potentially, liquid water. Earth is a very special place. It is the only planet in the universe known to be able to contain life. But that does not mean it's the only planet to do so. The potential for life in the universe is endless. The only thing that needs to be found is water. Perhaps, someday, we can travel into space and look for water in another solar system.